There must be some sort of telltale sign for your village, a prominent marker or a particularly shaped dune. A particularly shaped dune? Do you know nothing of how the deserts work? I must admit that El Terrell does not have deserts. The dunes change, much like the sands, but they are always of har'akir, always of terrible har'akir. We must find my home. I grow weary of all this travel. The heat is bearing down on me, and I fear for my life. Do not worry. We will find your home. There's got to be something that we missed. Maybe we should go back to the well. You were able to get to the well. And from there, we can try and work back to your village. Fine, whatever, just please get me home. Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Ravenloft, Stone Prophet. And when last we left off, we explored a completely different area of the desert, and it did not have the village. We need to find the village, and someone mentioned that we should go back to the well, and that, by the way, is a long distance to the south. So let us just head straight south and see what we come across. Most likely enemies that will cause us trouble. Or maybe nothing, who knows? The desert is long, and it is very, very empty for the most part. Is this an area we've been to before? This is not an area we've been to before. We're gonna check it out. Ah! Another one of those dust creatures. Oh, please kill it quickly. We shall. With fire. You wouldn't think that fire would work in a desert, but it does. Be gone! Oh, thank the gods you were able to deal with it. Right, let's keep moving south. We're almost to an area we've been to before. There's just rocks here. So if we now go here, this leads to those that we've seen before, and the person that we promised to deliver the sack of. So, we keep heading south, and we will be diverging a bit again, but that'll be alright. Diverging from the route we...
Never in my heart did I believe you would be true to your word. Even as we approached the village, I could not allow myself to trust. Yet, you have returned me safely home. My thanks are all I can give. Fate brought you to me when I needed you most. Perhaps it will be kind to you as well. All that I have carried with me is yours. I leave it here for you. Again, please accept my thanks.
No problem. Be well and safe. We found the village through trial and error, but we did find the village. Now let's see if we can perhaps learn more of this place. Indeed. Can you carry a few things, Mindir? I can carry whatever you need me to. I just need you to carry this dagger and this chain coif. Fair enough. Okay, we found the village. Let us explore. The village is, not a heavily populated area, but considering the nature of har'akir, that does not surprise me. Let us save. Also, she was very happy that we were true to our word. I've been told that there is a sort of karma system in the game, where if you do good things, you will ultimately be rewarded, and if you do bad things, you'll be punished. Considering one of the very important things about ancient Egyptian mythology, that is something I can definitely believe. Right, let's pop into here. And there are a few items in here, but nothing I really especially... Ooh, and again, there is a suit of chainmail, there's a shield, and there is a sword by the looks of it. None of that really interesting. Can you carry this? No, not without being ridiculously overburdened. I was a bit worried about that. We're gonna have to basically treat you as a magician that can only cast divine spells. Which is interesting. It's definitely a challenge having you in the party. Let's have a conversation with you. We can't have a conversation with you. The game will not let us. So, we have explored that one. Let's work from the, let's work from the west and just explore every single tent we can that way. This place is actually quite big. Not as big as, the town by Strahd's Castle, but still quite big. Okay, and here we have stuff. We have scrolls. A Mage Scroll of Magic Missile, we do not need that. A Mage Scroll of Magic Missile, we do not need that. That is just in case I think you have a lot of wizards and you need Magic Missile. Can I mark that we've explored these? If I go EX... Okay, if I go EX, I can, there we go. I can say that I've explored this tent, and I have explored this tent. You have to press escape to get out. Oh, no, no. Don't wanna put anything there. Don't wanna put anything there. Okay, so let's, go back to the... Okay. Can I... There we go. Right-click gets me back to the game itself. Right. So, the tent to the north we've not explored yet. Let's have a look at that. These people live wretched lives. I hope at least they have a decent source of water. They don't have any perimeter walls to protect them from enemies. There are quite a few terrible things in this desert. The people suffer, it is true. Hopefully you can fulfill the prophecy and save us all. That's my hope. Okay, nothing we can do with you, and you have nothing to look at. So, we have explored this tent. I really should have been doing this in, Strahd's Possession, by the way. Really should have been doing this. Right, so if I do that to... That's a little bit of a clunky system. You have to, like, click the quill to unhighlight the button, and then you have to click out of the map. Okay, people here. We're looking for the wife of the man who's dead. We need to give this package of things to her. So there we go. Just that. Click that off, and there we go. Next one is down to the south. Haven't found anyone we can talk to yet. I'm not expecting to... Ooh! There is a small child. Hello. Young man, come here. Don't be afraid. Tell us, where might we find shelter for the night?
Don't know. Where'd you come from? You're not from here. Those are strange clothes, aren't they? Not like ours. Is the sun bright like ours where you come from?
Can you tell us, is there an inn or a trading store in the village where we can get a hot meal?
Don't know. Nothing like that here. Don't you know they're talking about you? Nobody likes the people from outside. Well, I mean, you don't look so bad. Not like they say. I think you're braver than any of them. Mindir says you came to fulfill the prophecy. Is that true?
Now, dear, let's not tell them too many of our secrets, shall we? Yes, I can speak now, little one. Easier than drawing all of those pictures in the sand, is it not?
Yes, I can hear you. In my thoughts.
This child has no fear of talking to strangers. And that's good, because we can get some information. Where are your parents? What are you doing out here alone?
Dead. Both dead. The disease took them. Look out for it. I think it's following you. The others say you brought it with you. Some of them, anyway. They'd rather drink from the old beggar's cup than talk to you. Did you come through the fire? You know, the Wall of Ra?
The fire? What is this wall? This Wall of Ra?
You know, all around. Walk this way or over that way. Anyway, when you reach it, it burns you up. That's how you know. When you reach it, the Wall of Ra burns you up. You can't get past it. Nobody can. The gypsies who came tried, the others. Strangers always try to get out. But how do you get in?
How we got here is a long story. We barely know where we are. Can you show us around the area?
There's a drawing I have. Found it once and, well, I know all this stuff. You can have it. It's a map, I think.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Let's have a look at this map. Hopefully it sheds some light on our predicament. Okay, let's see. The well is there. The village is here. I don't like the look of that horrendous skull. I don't like that either. There's a lot not to like about this place. We must do something to help them. Agreed. Hold on to the map for now. I will. Let's talk some more. Well, there's actually nothing else you need to speak about there. We've done all the dialogue. So, that's that. Also, I see there are some things here. We probably want to take a look at the well, just in case there is a one of those tiles there. Hello, you! I can talk to you! Good day, sir. Could you direct us to whatever council sees over the welfare of the villagers?
Council? The villagers of Muhar survive one by one, and die much the same. Fear alone moves them to join together, and then their government is a mob, a madness set loose upon the land. Listen, those fearful hearts beat even now, in every hut and hovel. It is you they fear. Strangers have no place in har'akir. You awaken the wrath of Ankhtepot.
Are we not all strangers to each other at one point? I don't think we're going to be able to make him see reason. I've got to try. The wrath of Ankhtepot? Whatever the horror of which you speak, how is it we can be responsible?
When evil enters your house, do you look to your children for the cause? To your wife? To yourself? No. You look to the stranger. Muhar was at peace with Ankhtepot, Lord of har'akir, until your coming. Now the disease which rots the flesh is everywhere. The storms come to bury us in gales of sand. Where else must I look for the cause but in your eyes?
Maybe you should look to Ankhtepot. No, it is you! You have done this. Go back to where you came from. We can't then let the wall of Ra consume you. At least then we may be free of your blight. A day as hot as all the rest, is it not? Does it never rain in this forsaken land?
Oh, yes. Daily, no, hourly, I say. The deluge fills our streets with foaming water and provides fishes for our supper plates. A fool's question! What more evidence of our desert condition do you require? Are sandy wastes and a sun which strikes the back like steel not enough? Perhaps it would rain, if not for the strangers who plague our land. Why should the gods favor us, while we permit the likes of you among us?
Our apologies. We meant no offense with all this. We have been in this land but a short while, and the desert, it appears, a far time longer.
A sharp response. But go before you find a sharper one directed back. In times before, strangers have been too long about our land. When the plague comes, as it has come again, and the desert storms begin to blow, then the hearts of Muhar grow cold and stern. You have brought these afflictions. Why should you not be treated as harshly as you treat us?
Good day to you, however you take it. We mean the villagers no harm, and hope only to find tongues more polite than yours among them.
Those who speak with you do so against my advice. The rest seek my counsel, and it turns them against you. Leave now, while you can. It is the first and only warning I can give.
Not friendly, but unfortunately predictable. The people fear much, for they have suffered much. Do not be harsh to them. I'm trying not to be, but I fear that if we remain too much longer, they will literally create a mob to force us out. They will not do that. They don't have it in their heart. I hope you're right. Yeah, we're not getting the welcome we did in Barovia, but the people in Barovia were not suffering as terribly as the people here. And they had Strahd to deal with. Okay, you are not doing anything, and there are chairs. Was there an item back there? I feel like there was an item. Nope, that was just an errant pixel. Or, more accurately, it was the peg for the tent. So, we have explored this one. There's various NPCs that we can speak to. That one's actually someone we could talk to long term, but I don't think we'll be having any more conversations with them. Okay, there is another tent here. We can go into this one. This one contains... Ooh, it contains... On the Desert Troll. Okay. Of the Desert Trolls, I can tell you this. Avoid them. They are known to congregate in unholy hordes. Their strength and tenacity, traits honoured in men, are but evil reflections in the Desert Troll. Can there be one among them who would not welcome the opportunity to harass a helpless victim, to chase it to the very gates of death? No. They are a dangerous breed. And how to destroy them? No matter the method used to dispatch the Desert Troll, each one can regenerate its wounds, restore its flesh, and its evil will to live. Only damage done by fire, water, and acid can place permanent scars upon the beast. Only the liberal application of these elements might lay a Desert Troll permanently to its rest. So, trolls exist in this place too, and a very different kind of troll that we're used to. Indeed. We'll have to keep our eyes open for them, and not be as judgmental as the people here about them. Indeed. Not all things are evil, and it is folly to judge something as evil just because others of its kind have been to you. It is actions that are important. I judge people by that. You are very wise and noble people, but you should beware. There are many in har'akir who would seek to take advantage of that. Indeed. Right, we've rested. Is it? Oh, it's dark outside. Let's, rest a bit more. Can we rest? Maybe if we cast our spell, we can rest. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll cast Create Water, and then we will rest so that it is then day. Rest, and there we go, it is day. We can say we've explored this tent, and our exploration of the village carries on. You know, we didn't have to actually go that much away from the well to get here, but oh well. Get it? Oh well, because well, never mind. Okay, this tent contains nothing. You know, I'm glad at least that all of these places don't contain brigands and horrible monsters that are trying to kill us like the places in Barovia did, because the places in Barovia, they were not friendly to explore. Okay, and here we have 2 people and a giant receptacle of some kind, probably a storage device for food or water. A sensible thing to have. Right, we shall mark this down, and we will continue exploring. There is a place to the south that we can check out. We have found the boundaries of the village, by the way. The village is very mobile. Wouldn't be surprised if they move when threats appear. So, in here we have you. Hello, you!
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor old man. Come now. A cup of water? A coin? A biscuit? Come now. You can spare these things. Increase the worth of your soul today. Ease the pains of an old man.
I'm sorry, but we have nothing for you. We brought barely enough supplies for ourselves.
A cruel remark? Have you no pity? Pain is my only friend. Rich traveler, The world is yours. All the joys of life lie before you. Even in Har'akir, a villager will part with a biscuit for a poor old man. I would not wish my pain upon you. My bones twisted, my flesh rough as stone, since the days my life began. No, I would not wish this upon you.
A threat? Are you threatening us with your fate if we do not hand over water, food, and coin?
Ah, no, my friend. I wish you well, though it is said that such a fate does, sometimes, pass from one man to another. A crippling, twisting malady. To endure it is my sunrise prayer, the secret wish I set before the moon, and all I ask of the stars above. There are none others to pray for me, none others to wish me a good day.
Your malady cannot be passed to us. Whatever its cause, you seem to use it as a crutch. Of course the villagers leave you food. They are afraid of you.
Who are you to say which fate is crueler then? To have the pain twist inside you like a knife, or to have all eyes turn away? They do not see me. I am the shadow which darkens their lives, one of the few they can ward off with a piece of bread or a cup of water. Oh, I survive, but I do not live. I would trade all the bread in the world for a kind word.
Look in our eyes, old man. You see no fear there, and we will not turn away. You have our blessing. It's all we can offer for now.
Honest words, and kind after a fashion. What the villagers would give, they throw to me, as if I were a dog passing among the tents. You have met me eye to eye. May the gods speed you on your way.
Thank you, and if we find any food or bread that we do not need, we will give it to you. Most kind, most kind. And so, when we come back, folks, we are exploring har'akir and the village of Muhar. The interior is counted as the village, everything else is counted as the desert. This place is large, and there are lots of tents that we can go into, but the welcome we received is poor. Hopefully, it will improve as we do things to help a lot of the people here. Fingers crossed we can do that. And so, when we come back, finishing exploring the village hopefully, and then going out into the desert at large to explore. Maybe we'll find these trolls that were mentioned. Maybe. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.